Anyway, Hindustanis versus Byzantines. Sebastian, most improved player 2022. I don't know. He was kind of up there before 2022, right? I would say Mihai, maybe. Or, yeah, maybe Mihai. Freaking Andy is best improved player of 2023, maybe. I don't know. But certainly, yeah, both very much improved. Just sitting outside the top, what, elite players, let's say. Okie dokie. Yeah, so Hindustanis versus Byzantines. Feels like a tough matchup for the Byzantines. Hindustanis getting better camels, a better eco, a really strong answer to archers. Yeah, it's just tough. It's a tough matchup, I think. We've talked about it a lot. I've played the Hindustanis as the Byzantines, I think, 5 times. Not that Civ matchups matter much at lower elo, but for what it's worth, I've lost, I think, 4 out of 5 games. And the only way that I won the game that I won was just by spamming camel and just having more numbers, basically. And then switching into cheaper halb later on. But I think if Hindustanis are played properly, they should beat the Byzantines most times. But let's see. 2 very strong players here. I'd say Sebastian is a tiny bit stronger maybe, but Mihai is seriously good. We've seen him beat the Viper on the ladder. Not that the Viper takes the ladder super, super seriously, but still. Beating him is kind of big. So it's the battle of most improved, yeah. Feels that way. And they're both quite young as well, right? You know, Sebastian is in... He's not even 20 yet. Mihai's just out of high school, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, 2 guys for the future, hopefully. They continue playing. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Like we said, Hindustanis with lots of options. Maybe in the super, super late game, we prefer the Byzantines, but it's tough. If Hindustanis get to a double gold comp of like Camel and Gulam, I don't think the Byzantines have a really strong counter, except maybe Halberdier hand cannon, which they can only get into much later on. So yeah, there's options, but it's tough, I think. Mihai, yeah, hype, let's go. Mihai Elo. Faster attack camels with bloodlines versus cheap camels. Yeah, it's all about numbers for the Byzantines. All about getting that spam going. But it's tough. There are a few windows where the Byzantines can win. But I think overall Hindustanis should be stronger. They also have the Cav Archer option. If they want to go for that, I think it would be a mistake if they did. But it's an option. It's there. Byzantines, I think, have such nice answers to Cav Archer, just with the cheap skirmishers and cheap camel. But at this level, the player's micro and APM is so high that they can play Cav Archers really, really well. So just spamming camels at them might not work. Is my go-to strat against Cav Archer. And it tends to work. You make the player really, really work to get a win if you just spam camels at their Cav Archer, because they just have to micro the whole time. And at the lower elos, it's really, really hard to do that. Okay, Sebastian on the way up. Mihai on the way up as well. Sebastian going up 1 villager earlier. And probably going to be scouts opening for him. Hindustani's getting fully upgraded Hussar, is that correct? Also, Byzantines getting Hussar, but yeah, lacking bloodlines, lacking the last attack upgrade. And Hussar aren't cheaper for the Byzantines. So yeah, Hindustanis with some fantastic late game options, but Byzantines with the cheaper counter units. Let's see how this goes. Will it be scouts straight off the bat as Mihai's getting his barracks up? Looks like scouts for him as well. Fine. Byzantines, fine to open scouts with, but maybe not a civ you want to go heavy feudal scout pressure with, just because of lacking the upgrades. Lacking bloodlines. Okay, as Mihai gets double bidax and horse collar straight away. And he's going to go for a range. Is he just going to go trash? Looks like it. He's making a spear and an archery range without going to gold. So looks like just a trash rush. A trash rush for him. Maybe not even a rush. Maybe just a sit at home trash play. Just defending. Wants to get his walls up. Certainly has a nice base to get big boy walls this way. Get himself gold nicely walled in. But his other golds are super exposed. Between the players, we kind of have this general area where it feels like Mihai has more exposed res. There's also hills in the middle for castles. Kind of choke points. These 3 choke points. Let's see. Jattermaster, what's up? Mihai fans, rise up. That's it. Didn't you win against Hindustani this week with Mass Camel? Yes, I did. I did. But usually I lose to them. You just have to keep making camels. The answer is always more camel. But yeah, he put so much pressure on me. It was crazy. But we managed to stay calm and get the stables up and get up to enough camels. And also getting conversions is really big in that situation. If your opponent has the stronger units, you should make monks. Because if he converts one of my camels, it's not as valuable as me converting one of his, right? Anyway. Sebastian getting a range up. Byzantine monks are really good as well with the faster healing. So that's something I should have done also. But camels got the job done. It's actually a very interesting matchup, this one. Okay, Sebastian not getting any damage. Mihai just happy to sit back with his skirms and spears. Again, they are cheaper. As he's racing up a house here. Okay. Spammel is always the answer, some say. Some may say. Yeah, I certainly say it. I like it. It's a nice feeling as well when your opponent is like, how does he keep making camel? Beautiful. Yeah, like I really enjoy the games where I can just spam camel. Like if I have to go for archers, I'm just always terrified of like just losing them all instantly. Whereas with camels, you can run away. Archers, not so much. Okay, here comes the trash. Just skirmishers in defense by the Hindustanis. Okay. As neither player is going to gold. Okay. And Mihai has now scouted that. Okay, blacksmith coming up. Blacksmith and a house. I hate playing against Biz. They always have the counter. Yeah. Good guy lost today against Berber Spammel. Yeah, but Berber Spammel is a different beast altogether. Like, they have fully upgraded camel. Byzantine camel are bad. Yeah, Byzantines are annoying to play against, but at lower elos, I think the bracket, where I've seen like 1k2 to 1k6, they're like the 5th worst civ on Arabia in terms of win rates, so there is that. I think against Byzantines, when I used to play them as the Saracens, I used to just go all in early castle. Didn't want to play them late game, so just went super aggressive. Which I think is a decent play. And then if you get a ton of damage, then maybe you add your eco. But taking it late game against Byzantines is tough. You're kind of asking for trouble. I lost to Byzantine Spammel one time as the Saracens. I had like fully upgraded camels with zealotry, so much HP. And I was like, how am I not winning these fights against his camels? Yeah, it was very, very frustrating. He went camel skirm and beat my camel arbalest. Fully upgraded. It was tough. It was a tough day. But anyway, I respect players who play bad civs in terms of win rates. Okay, Mihai continuing to put pressure here. But not able to find too much damage. 13's okay. It's a lot of skirms and a lot of spears. It's a bit of an over-investment, really. They are cheaper, but he's pumping a lot of food into this as Sebastian's getting ready to click up to the next age. I mean, so spears are actually pretty decent against camels. Feudal age spears versus castle age camels, depending on the upgrades. But without any upgrades, they're still pretty okay. Mihai still hasn't fully walled. He's trying to get the walls down now, but he's just completely open on this side. He's going to drop a market. Okay. As maybe he's seen Sebastian's score drop a bit and realizes what's happening. Okay. I lost to Byzantine Spammel when I was Gurjara with +5 melee, fully upgraded camels. Spammel really strong, yeah. It's a nice lesson, like just in numbers, right? Number is better than upgrades. But yeah, feels good. It's a very nice feeling to get full camel spam. There's some shenanigans over here. There's a spearman trying to stop this market wall, so double market from Mihai. Sebastian putting on a lot of pressure here. Byzantine 1v1s later. Yeah, after this game. My plan was to cast games until Jordan's Medieval Brawl started. And then we will play some games. So after this one, for sure. At least one or two. Okay, Sebastian or Mihai gonna come and try and be annoying here, but there's just full walls that he's running into. Mihai getting the armor now for his skirms. Not sure what the play is here for Sebastian. Now what's he going for? He's just making skirms. Okay. Like, should he go archers? Cav archer? No, because it's countered. Should he go camels? No, it's countered. I think his only option is Gulam. As we have Sebastian going elite skirmisher. Okay, so he's just going to go skirms as well. So we're going to have a skirmisher battle. I have a good rec game of Byzantines. Cool. Put it in the Discord. We may cast it someday. Unless you want me to cast it, and you can redeem cast. I like how they gradually synchronize. Quite nice. Okay, house goes down. That's about the most of the damage we've seen so far. As we do have a camel out from Sebastian. Doesn't have any upgrades on it. He cancelled the lead skirmisher. Okay, so he's a bit confused about what to go for. And he's going to go for siege. Okay. Let's see this now. Mihai needs to be careful. As Mihai is going for a lead skirmisher. That's a nice shot. Spearman just going to get out of dodge. Okay, an elite skirmisher will absolutely shred camels with no upgrades. And there's no upgrades for the Hindustanis here. Mihai's done a good job walling these units. How did this guy get stuck in? Okay, got walled in, trapped. And yeah, here come the skirmishers. Bodkin is in. Elite skirmisher is in. No. And yep, this army has to run away. Scout's going to engage, but the scouts are going to get absolutely nuked here by these units. Spearman coming in. Yep, blue has to run away. Has to run away. So, nice play. Nice play by Mihai here. Managing to defend with just complete trash. Sebastian, I don't know what he goes for. I think it just has to be, yeah, siege. Just lots of mangonels. As Mihai's banking a lot of res here. Couldn't be a fast imp. I mean, it could be, but as he is getting a university and a siege workshop. These are two prerequisite buildings for clicking up. And he has the res, so it might just be fast imp here. Fast imp into bombard cannon might be the play, so very creative. I mean, it is one of the strats that Byzantines are known to go for, and there we go. Imp on the way. Imp is on the way. It is cheaper for them, so makes sense. And I guess bombard cannon and skirm is going to be the answer here. Sebastian trying to pile on a lot of pressure, and he's coming with mangonels. And this can get sketchy. Ballistics is in on the way for Mihai, as he's going to get chemistry straight away and go bombard cannon, surely. As he's done a good job walling Sebastian out. Eco KD just 1-0. 1-0, I should say. And very low idle TC time for both players. Okay, Sebastian is just going to boom here. He's already 20 villagers ahead, and that's going to increase as Mihai makes his way to the next age. Big moments here. Mihai notices a little bit too late and loses a lot of skirmishers. He could go for redemption monks as well, but right now doesn't have the gold. And there's a hole. And that's a nice shot. Diversity in strats feels that way, yeah. Let's see if this works. I don't think it's gonna work. As he's making a knight, okay. Byzantine knight, because why not? He is making a monk. I like the monk edition. Doesn't have redemption though. He will need to micro these skirms like an absolute god. As a Mangonel, doesn't have anywhere near enough res to get chemistry straight away. But let's see. Sebastian, I think, just has to go all in, basically. Monk trying to convert the camel. Gets it. On very low HP, as it looks like the Mangonels will go down. Yeah, just get the skirmishers away from this Mangonel. As Mihai cleans it up, he has the score lead, and he hits Imp. Let's see. Here he comes. He's going to put on some pressure. Okay, clicks Bracer first. Really thought he would click Chemistry, but anyway. Here come the skirms. He has an Archer, then cancels it. And now he's making skirmishers again. And he's just going to run in with the skirms. Okay. We'll be able to one-shot villagers here. Yep. Especially with ballistics. So this was his plan all along, just to kill with skirmisher. And he's getting Vil kills. Very, very tasty. He'll need to kill 40 more-ish. And he's getting his own production back up and running again as he adds another TC on stone. Okay. Sebastian getting the armor, and he's going for light cav. Makes sense. Has a big farming eco, 43 farms, so I think he can spam light cav pretty effectively and defend with mangonels. Loading a ton of gold. Absolute ton of gold. So if he gets a market, maybe think about clicking up as well. But I honestly think he should sell a lot of that gold. Get the upgrades for his cav, especially +2 armor, and just spam light cav. Big moments here. Choke point, no. Changes his mind. He who hesitates is lost, or whatever the saying is. Yeah. Lots of skirmishers go down, but look. The pressure is all on Sebastian here. All on Sebastian, as Mihai is maybe going to start booming now. This spear is still trapped. Maybe the safest place to be right now. Okay. Nice pressure by Mihai. He's getting chemistry now. I think a bombard cannon would just be fantastic. As Sebastian is getting +2. And he is starting to mass some light cav. He just needs to be patient. He's just going to run out, okay? How much damage are the skirmishers doing here to the light cav? Not sure. But he doesn't have to be in any rush, right? If he just say he loses this TC, that's going to take like 6 minutes. Imagine how many light cav he would have by then. Like 30. And I think he can afford to wait that long. Honestly, there's nothing he needs to be afraid of right now. This is going to come out on the map. Mihai seems to be afraid though, and he's going to run back. They do 1 damage versus +2 light cav. What's up, Rooster? Hope you're doing well. Skirms, yeah, they're good against cav depending on the upgrades, right? Like they destroy knights with no upgrades. Okay, is the light cav are cleaning this? 1 spearman coming in won't really make a big difference. And Mihai's chemistry feels like it won't be really helpful in this situation. And yeah. Good play by Sebastian. Seems like he waited the perfect amount of time. I would have waited a bit longer, but still fine. As Mihai's now going to add some camels. Okay. Has plenty of wood. Has 3 TCs, but is 40 Vils behind. Yeah. Ranges. What's in this siege workshop? Oh, the flag is on the barracks. Okay. I mean, do Byzantines have the answer to light cav? Yes. But Sebastian's going to go up to imp now, and he's switching into camel. Yeah. I mean, a full pikeman switch from the Byzantines might be able to buy some time, but then Gulam comes in. Yeah, Sebastian just has too many options now, and I think he wins this from this position. Light cav getting some damage. And there's a hole. Spearman still working away. Okay, 30 light cav now, and he can just idle everything here. trading all these light cav in this situation for idling 30 vills, I think is worth it. Probably not going to run in. Mihai going to desperately go for a TC over here. Oh, God. It's 2x pop. Yeah, the game is over. Sebastian has moved to stone as well. He's sending in the camels. Camels doing bonus damage to buildings. And I think once he gets to imp, Mihai calls the GG. Probably calls it before then. This villager's going down everywhere now. No bueno. Feels dead. Yeah. Very, very fragile eco. I thought he was doing okay until he wasn't. And GG's called. Yeah, so the fast imp approach, we can add that to the list of strats that don't work against the Hindustanis as the Byzantines. Maybe it could work at some elos, but Sebastian too good. But it was interesting. I think he made Sebastian think a lot.